Welcome back to the session. Very good, we have got 70 viewers sitting from their home. Every time to travel to the center, how much it will cost? 50 rupees. So we are saving 70 viewers to sit at their own home in the bedroom with a laptop, with an internet, happily watching, eating the potato lays. So that is the comfort. I am waiting when this 70 viewers become 7,000 viewers, so that nobody need to travel a long way. And in a regular class, we can't participate. Here you can participate, you can punch the answers, everything can be done, you can meet your classmates. The beautiness of a broadcast sessions. So doc, what is your answer? Retinoblastoma P53 typically inhibits which transition? Which phase to which phase transition do they normally inhibit? G1 to G0 or G1 to S or S to M, M to G1, which one? Most of the students say G1 to S, including our alumni from Warangal who are unhappy about our lack of UPS. At least tomorrow we will set it back, don't worry. Now, that's right, G1 to S, P53 and retinoblastoma are the ones which need to be remembered. So this is one important story which is going to come in the tomorrow's exam, doctor. Cyclins, cyclin dependent kinases, cyclin CDK complexes and tumor suppressors. You must know and have a complete knowledge on this regulation of cell cycle, which is going to be an important issue for the examiner. Leprosy, Hansen's, mycobacteria are the ones which are found in the peripheral nerves. Buerger's thromboangiitis obliterans. So thrombosis and microabscesses are the histopathological hallmark. Adriamycin leads to dilated cardiomyopathy. Now, why will aneuploidy basically happen? If the homologous chromosomes, they have a non-disjunction at the time of the mitosis, that can lead to the development of aneuploidy. Hox genes and Pax genes, they are the two things, very molecular level antargyan of Vedanta is this genetics. You have to imagine physically Hoxes and Paxes. What is the importance of Hox? Our right hand and left hand has gone to the right and left side. Luckily, both hands coming to the same shoulder did not happen in the embryonic life. Thank God to the mother. Right? So what is the reason? Hox genes will be responsible for the spatial combination and play a very important role of patterning the limbs. Any Hox gene abnormality lead to craniofacial abnormalities. Pax genes are important. If there is any mutation of them, they are associated with malformations, is what I want to underscore to all of you. Okay, doc. Shoot me an answer. One confident answer. Golgi is the center for proteins and lipids from endoplasmic reticulum. Lot of modifications occur in the Golgi. Now, which amino acid के ऊपर oligosaccharides का attachment हो जाएगा in the post-translational modification of proteins in the Golgi. Which amino acid के ऊपर oligosaccharides का attachment होगा? N oligosaccharides का. वो oligosaccharides का कहाँ attach होगा? And on the proteins, what is attached in order to send them to a particular address? Yes? I am listening. The third one. Mannose 6-phosphate is the third one. And what is the disease called as? ICEL disease is what need to be remembered. Very good. Glutamate, Karnool says. Aspartate, Shravya says. That's right. N-oligosaccharides, it is the asparagine. O-oligosaccharides, serine and threonine. Nobody said serine and serine, answer came from Vizag. And mannose-6-phosphate is important for the trafficking. All these post-translational modifications we need to be quite sure about. Burkitt's lymphoma, starry sky appearance. You all know very well. It is the oil vored, which is the one which is used for the staining the cytoplasmic vacuoles, is what need to be remembered. The fibrous tissue of the bronchioles and bronchi characterizes the bronchiolitis obliterans, is what I want to underscore to all of you. Esophageal carcinoma in the middle of the esophagus is a squamous cell type. Typically, squamous cell carcinoma is identified by the presence of keratin pearls. So, infiltrating sheets of cells containing keratin is the feature of the squamous cell carcinoma, which is the most common histology in the middle of the esophagus for a carcinoma, is what need to be understood. Kriegler-Nausser is that impaired conjugation of the bilirubin. Why when we drink alcohol there is a fat accumulation in the liver? You all know. How is fat produced? Fat is produced from acetyl-CoA. So, once we drink a lot of alcohol, alcohol get converted into alcohol dehydrogenase, converts it into acetaldehyde, and from that acetyl-CoA get generated, and during the process NADH is produced, and that NADH in turn will decrease the beta oxidation of fatty acids and increases the triglyceride production in the liver. So the ultimate culprit in alcoholic steatosis of the liver is alcohol lead to excess generation of NADH, which will in turn will increase the hepatic production of the triglycerides, is what I want to underscore to all of you. And ethanol also will increase the lipolysis and increase and inhibits the release of the lipoproteins, is another important function. Shoot me an answer, doctor. What is this inheritance pattern? You must tell me. Typically, transmission occurs through both parents. Either male or female offspring of the affected mother may be affected, while all the female offsprings of the affected father are diseased. You are able to get the riddle? What kind of inheritance it is? Excellent. X-linked dominant. I know you will answer it correctly. It is very typical. Tirupati clean bowl by saying autosomal dominant. Krishna says autosomal dominant. Knox says X-linked recessive. If it is X-linked recessive, we won't ask you a question, because you will all guess it thinking of hemophilia, Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. But this is an X-linked dominant. What is that rare condition which is X-linked dominant? Vitamin D resistant rickets is X-linked dominant. Now if there is a destruction of ventromedial nucleus, what will happen? We become hyperphagic classically. A 64-year-old retired professor of anatomy, she typically has got thinning of the bones, but calcium, phosphorus, alkaline phosphatase, PDH, everything is normal. That means the problem is not with mineralization but with the matrix of the bone, and such a problem is defined as osteoporosis, is what need to be remembered. Aminolevulanic acid is typically increased in lead poisoning because lead inhibits the aminolevulanic acid dehydratase and ferroketolase, the two important enzymes of the porphyrin synthesis. AB negative mother, B positive child, they end up in RH incompatibility. Now type 4 hyperlipidemia ka matlab problem is with the VLDL and the delivery of the fatty acid to the liver, which is the underlying problem. Okay, I am giving you a pedigree, you are going to give me the answer. What is your answer? Here we have some experts in genetics, I believe, in Nampally. That's right. Even our online students, Ritika, Manu, Madhuri, everyone answers it as mitochondrial inheritance is what need to be remembered. Now, erythema infectiosum, slapped cheek, parvovirus. Parvovirus does not lead to, parvovirus can lead to hemolytic anemia, as all of you know very well. E. coli, O157 is responsible for the hemolytic uremic syndrome. True. For the Legionella losses, we use erythromycin like macrolide. This is a tricky question. You have a HDV patient, how do you say whether he is a pure HDV or also is a HBV carrier? It is the IgM HBC, hai ya nahi, will differentiate whether he is a carrier or not. Basically, all the remaining things are not the differentiators about the carrier state. If it is a chronic HBV carrier, there will be no IgM HB core antibody. Whereas if it is a recent HBV, then he will have a IgM antibody against the core antibody. Core antigen is what need to be appreciated. Okay, doc. Now we come to an important area which is called the apoproteins. Tell me, which apoprotein is important that binds with LDL receptor? Which apoprotein activates LCAT? I want two answers. B? Two loud answers. Two answers. Very good. ApoB100, ApoB100 and ApoC3 is what Dr. Ritika says. Dr. Anuja proposes B48, Dilip says B100 and A1, which is correct. A1 activates LCAT, C2 is lipoprotein lipase cofactor, B48 mediates chylomicron secretion, B100 binds with LDL receptor is what need to be remembered. How can you decrease the group B streptococcal disease? Interpartum, if you give antibiotics, you can decrease the perinatal transmission. LT and ST proteins, where do you find? In the case of the enterotoxigenic E. coli, typically this kind of protein strains are the ones which you basically come across.